Horse players, past performances of the Los Alamitos Nighttime Quarter and Thoroughbred races are now featured nightly in all print PM editions of the Daily Racing Form. You can now find the Los Alamitos PPs nationwide. Check out the past performances in the East, South, Midwest, Pacific Northwest, and even Canada PM editions. That's expanded national print coverage of Los Alamitos in the Daily Racing Form. Playing the Los Alamitos races with past performances in hand has never been easier. For more, follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Los Al Racing.
Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRFBets race of the day for Friday, August the 9th. Race number 7 at Del Mar. We're going a mile on the turf. It's the $150,000 Solana Beach Stakes for cow-bred or sired fillies and mares. You can play the race and the card on Friday with a DRFBets account. Sign up at drf.com/bet. Get a $100 deposit match. Let's meet the field for the Solana Beach. You can access free formulator past performances. Where? On the race of the day event page at drf.com. Download them, handicap along with us. We'll take the field in post position order, beginning with the number 1 Mo Seacal. And Mike, Mo Seacal is certainly capable on the turf, but she really exploded once Peter Miller switched her to the dirt last fall.
Yeah, I guess that's the real question, right? Do you feel like she's just really improved for Miller, or do you feel like switching over to the dirt had something to do with it? Because she did run fine in her first couple of turf starts for Miller. I feel like she really improved on the main track, Dan, and so I don't really like her that much in this race, but she certainly has races that make her a contender.
The number 2, Coco Kisses, has also done most of her running recently on the main track. This horse has tried turf a couple of times. It really hasn't worked out. A last place finish, clipped the heels, lost the jock. You can throw that race out, but she was 56-1 in that stakes race on the turf. The recent dirt form is good. I just think she's a dirt filly.
Yeah, I don't like either of her 2 turf races enough to give her another chance in here.
Battleground State was claimed out of her most recent race for $20,000. She is a very versatile mare that is capable at this mile distance. The question is she good enough? She's 30-1 on the morning line for a reason. She just seems a little bit too slow.
Yeah, I thought this race was just going to be way too tough for a horse like her.
Curious your opinions on the 4, Don't Sell. This is a filly, a perfect 2 for 2 on turf. Both of those races, however, came at 5 furlongs. Now, they tried to stretch her out on dirt last time out. She was the beaten favorite. Maybe the distance was too long for her. Also, I thought in that race 2 starts back, Martin Garcia gave her a great ride. He somehow found the inside late on the backstretch, entering the turn, eased her out, and then he wore down the next out winner. Don't Sell, I think, is a nice horse, but are you concerned about the distance?
Yeah, I think you have to be. That's the real question for her. I think she's gotten both perfect trips in both of her turf starts, and they were both at 5 furlongs. But I just like that she has that kind of speed that you can get her into spots like that. And I also like how gamely she finished in both of those races. Will distance get her beaten here? It might, but I think she's pretty talented, and she's going to be a good price in this race.
The 5 in this race is Fiery Lady. Let's look at the Timeform US Pace Projector. We're expecting this thing to be hot up front with the 1, 9, and the 10 battling for the lead after the first half mile in a red bar fast-paced scenario. The 5 Fiery Lady has shown the ability to sit from off the pace, claimed out of her most recent race by Jerry Hollendorfer. The blinkers come on. She is very capable at this distance. I'm just not sure. Is she really a stakes horse?
Yeah, I don't know if she is. I mean, listen, she has turf races that make her a real contender in here. I feel like if you think that Hollendorfer is going to get her back to her best races off the claim in here, then this is a horse you definitely want to take a second look at. I don't like her recent form, but maybe Hollendorfer will get her back to her good races.
The 6 Pulpit Rider would really benefit from a barbecue. She's last on the Timeform US Pace Projector, which believes the pace will be fast. She was actually on the lead most recently. And I just think 1.25 miles against Lamuna, who's a pretty nice sort of high-level, optional claiming, low-level listed stakes horse, was too much for her. She did set nice reserve pace. The distance was too far. They're going to take her back and make one run. That has proven to be successful for her in the past.
Yeah, I think you like her cutting back to this distance, too. I'm with you. I think that was probably too tough last time. The distance too far. She fits way better in this race. I understand why she's a short price on the morning line.
Runner-up in that race came back to earn an 88 Beyer speed figure when second in a non-winners of 2 other then. Donut Girl is the 7, another horse going dirt to turf. This horse last raced on May 31st, was entered and listed as a vet scratch on June 23rd. Here she is on August the 9th. I think you have a right to be a little bit concerned about her current overall form.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of question marks surrounding her. She's a huge price in this race. It sounds like there's even question about whether she's going to run here as well. So we'll see if she actually shows up. If she does, she's a big long shot.
On her best day, Lynn's Legacy can certainly win a race like this. She was third in the Santa Ana, going 1.25 miles, 3 starts back against a legitimate graded type in Elysia's World. She was inside. She had to angle to a very tight spot in between horses, turning into the stretch, had to alter course to the outside late. All in all, a good effort, and she's fairly versatile as well. She's won at 1 mile. She's won at 1.25 miles. Give her some pace. She'll come running late.
Yeah, she will. Maybe she wants to go a little longer than this, but I think the mile should be okay for her too if she gets the right trip. I'm not so sure she isn't the best horse in this race, Dan. We'll see if she can get the right kind of trip.
No surprise at the 9 sneaking out among the early leaders on the pace projector. This filly 7 for 7 in the exacta in her career. She blew a big lead last time out, though, at 1-10, going 7 furlongs on the dirt. And now she's going to have to stretch out again around 2 turns in her turf debut. There is turf in this family, however.
Yeah, she has enough pedigree for me to be interested in her here. I could be, I guess, a little concerned about distance, but I think she's going to be okay at the mile on the grass. I think she's an interesting horse in here. I just wouldn't take too short a price on her.
Let's take a look at our top picks for Friday's DRFBets race of the day, the Solana Beach Stakes. I landed on the 10. A walk in the park for Phil D'Amato. And a walk in the park had a nice trip last time out at this distance at Santa Anita. She broke really sharp. She let a lone pace setter go. She attacked that horse under a confident ride, and she was just best under the line. This time around, I think she can work out another good trip. I think seeking out speed to the inside, she's going to go. A walk in the park's going to follow her outside and get first jump again.
Yeah, I liked her last race. I did think she got a good trip, but I also liked the way that she won it. I thought that was a very easy win. She makes a lot of sense to me in this race. I wound up putting her second in my picks. I almost put her on top, but I wanted to give Don't Sell a chance in here stretching out. I don't know if she gets the mile, Dan, but I like both of her turf races, and I think she will get a good trip in this race.
And she's got a ton of upside potential. We've got the same exacta box. I went 2, 4, 6, 8. You went 4, 10. Anybody else?
I went 4, 10, 8, and 9.
It's the $150,000 Solana Beach, your feature race at Del Mar on Friday. Get involved with that new DRFBets account and the $100 deposit match that goes along with it. Approximate post time for the Solana Beach on Friday, 7 o'clock Pacific. Best of luck.